Today we're talking about the Caran graph cubes, the RGB graph cubes. These are water soluble graphite cubes, so you can lay them down, lay down a ground of this graph cube. It is water soluble, so when I paint into it with just water on my brush, I'm going to activate that. I can come back in over top and draw into the wet and work with it that way. So that's your, pretty traditional way of working with it. This has a little bit of a green undertone. This one, let's lay some of that down. I think this one has the blue undertone. And that would mean that this one is the red. Very subtle, but I do like the water soluble effect. Now, that's not the only thing you can do with them. Another thing you can do is you can actually rub through a stencil, and so I want to show you that. I'm just working in the Delusions journal, so this is a 90-pound cardstock base, but watch what happens when I take this and I just lay my cube on its side. Now I have a really cool water soluble background that I can come in and activate. I got to thinking, wouldn't it be cool if I could print with these on a jelly plate? So first of all, you want to get your jelly plate wet, and when you get your jelly plate wet, you start beating up on the surface. So I thought, oh, that doesn't really work. But when you run this graph cube along the top, you're building up this sort of layer of graphite. So this time I took my stencil, took a face stencil and laid it down. And then I'm going to take a print. Let's go back to the journal. So that one did not quite take so well, but let's lift this up. And as this is getting a little less wet, I can reload it with the cube. What I have found is that the amount of wetness that it gets by just rubbing down with a baby wipe is the perfect amount. So rather than spraying it, you can run a baby wipe over top of it. So I'll try one more. That one looks pretty cool. There's another one. So why would you do this instead of just stenciling through the stencil? Well, the answer is this. If you want to be able to move this around like you can with the Graph Tent cube, when you reactivate this,